You've probably experienced it before. Your phone rings from an unknown number. Maybe it says potential spam. Maybe it looks local, so you answer it anyway. And then, it's someone trying to sell you solar panels, insurance, cryptocurrency, or a vacation package you never asked for. Or maybe it's a text message saying you won a prize, your package is delayed, or your bank account needs urgent verification. At this point, unwanted marketing calls and texts feel almost impossible to escape. Even after blocking numbers, reporting spam, or signing up for do not call lists, they somehow keep coming back. So today we'll uncover, why can't we stop spam calls and texts? Why is this still happening? With all our modern technology, why can't we stop spam calls and texts for good? The answer turns out to be a mix of old phone systems, cheap technology, legal loopholes, and global scammers. Let's get into it, right here on History of Simple Things. Unwanted calls are actually much older than smartphones. Telemarketing became popular in the 1970s and 1980s when companies realized they could reach thousands of customers quickly through automated dialing systems. Back then, phone numbers were seen almost like home addresses. Businesses collected them through surveys, contests, warranty cards, and phone books. At first, telemarketing was mostly done by legitimate companies. It was annoying but somewhat controlled. Then technology changed everything. Once computers and internet calling became cheaper, robocalls exploded. Companies no longer needed large call centers full of employees manually dialing numbers. Software could automatically place thousands or even millions of calls every day. And when scammers realized how cheap and easy it was, the floodgates opened. One of the biggest reasons spam continues is because it costs almost nothing to send. Modern robocall systems can blast millions of calls or text messages automatically. Some operations run entirely through internet-based phone systems called VoIP, or Voice over Internet Protocol. Instead of using traditional phone lines, calls are sent over the internet. This makes it incredibly cheap to operate from almost anywhere in the world. A scammer might spend only a few dollars to send thousands of messages. And even if only a tiny percentage of people respond, it can still make money. Imagine sending 1 million scam texts. If only 0.01% of people fall for it, that's still 100 victims. If each victim loses even a few $100s, the scam becomes massively profitable. That's really the key problem. Spam doesn't need a high success rate to work. You might think caller ID would help stop spam calls. But surprisingly, the phone system was never originally designed with strong security in mind. Much of today's phone infrastructure still relies on systems built decades ago, long before scammers could fake numbers so easily. This is why spoofing exists. Spoofing allows callers to disguise their real phone number and display a fake one instead. Sometimes the number looks local to trick you into answering. Other times, it may even appear to come from a government agency or bank. That's why blocking spam numbers often feels useless. The number itself may never be used again. Scammers can generate endless fake numbers automatically. In a way, the phone network still operates on a level of trust that no longer matches the modern internet age. Many countries created do not call registries to reduce telemarketing. The idea sounds simple. If you add your number to the list, legitimate marketers are supposed to stop calling you. And for legal businesses, this actually works somewhat, but scammers don't care about laws. A large percentage of spam calls now come from overseas operations or illegal networks that completely ignore regulations. Even worse, once your number appears active, meaning you answer calls or reply to texts, it may get sold to even more spam databases. Your number becomes valuable because it's confirmed to belong to a real person. So ironically, answering spam sometimes creates even more spam. In recent years, spam texts have exploded even faster than spam calls. That's partly because people ignore phone calls more often now. Many younger people rarely answer unknown numbers at all. Texts, however, feel more personal and urgent. Scammers know this. A fake text saying your package delivery failed or suspicious activity detected creates immediate panic. And because texting feels casual, people may lower their guard. Texts are also harder to regulate globally. Many are sent through online messaging platforms, temporary numbers, or international services. And unlike phone calls, text scams often include clickable links, making them even more dangerous. One tap can lead to phishing websites, malware, or stolen passwords. Despite all the warnings, people still answer unknown numbers all the time. And honestly, there's a good reason. Important calls often come from unfamiliar numbers. Job interviews, doctors, deliveries, schools, customer support, or emergencies may all appear as unknown callers. Scammers exploit this uncertainty. They know people can't simply ignore every unfamiliar number forever. This creates the perfect environment for spam to survive. The phone system depends on openness. Anyone can call almost anyone instantly. That openness is useful for society, but it also creates opportunities for abuse. So why can't we stop unwanted marketing calls and texts? Because the modern phone system was never built for today's level of abuse. Spam is cheap, profitable, global, and constantly evolving. Caller IDs can be faked, personal data spreads everywhere, and scammers adapt faster than regulations can keep up. So the next time your phone lights up with another mysterious number or suspicious text, remember, behind that single notification is an entire global industry built around grabbing your attention for just a few seconds. And unfortunately, for now, even a few seconds is often enough. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.